So this is a push hands where we're going to do a figure 8 movement. Down, there, down, there. Or it's a listening hands. So I'm going to start with this movement. Andrew is pushing, I'll change legs. Yeah. Andrew is pushing to my thigh. Okay. Now, there are a number of reasons why you do that, but it's often enough to stop a kick or technique or just part of grappling. It's not relevant to think of it as a technique, you just need a focal point, because the principle is to deal with deflections and also know how to slip and pass during standing grappling particularly, yeah? There, there, there. Now I'm going to swap hands. Swap hands, go. Again. That's it. What's the idea here? If a technique is coming from an overhand, so you're throwing an overhand, it's powerful, but I can throw my hand up, and I need to contest here. Okay. Yeah? So, or 1, 2, the thigh, but not when you're doing that. So you can do other things. So, right, that's one aspect. 2 is another. If he's going, oh, just a straight punch. I can avoid it by deflecting it that way. And cutting it that way. Or he's hitting to, let's say, liver shot. Yeah. Okay. Stopping it. So it's either on the outside or on the inside. So you're 1, 2. Or it's a compound movement. So for instance, he's punching and there. And I like this the best. 1, 2. 2 punches straight away. 1, 2. And I'm going to be careful because I can change arms. Yeah, so again. 1, 2, 1, 2, and we can practice this as a drill. 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1. You can't look like this angle. Perhaps just on this so you can see from my perspective. As that punch is thrown, my guard's up. What's a good guard? A good guard simply makes it impossible for his hands to get through. So blocks don't work. Yeah, they do. It's a guard. But I have to turn my elbow that way and I get the eye strike in at the same time. So that's that. That's why it's there. And I have to be very, very careful about how I do that. Now with the second one, you have 2 options. I've been in the first option, which is you punch it and go over the top. You notice this is a bit like what they call a soto card, but I'm actually doing a turnover with the wrist as well. So it's going to be 1, 2, and that's a osai, depressing movement. So there, there, and where have we seen this before? Tensho. Yeah. So again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you notice the forearm. Yeah. So you have to be careful. But here's another option. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can use the top of the forearm as you do the same motion. Or I can do from above. Below, from above. Which begs the question that you can also do this. This is from the side, that way. I don't recommend it, but you can try it. Why don't I recommend it? Because you're opening yourself up just a little too much. It's better to have that arm crossed so your nose outside. But if that happens and you avoid a punch, good. Okay? And in fact, that's where you would have to then retreat to this. Is you want to now move to the outside of that. Your guard is up. 1, 2. Okay. Alternatively, 1 and just depressing it. There. 1, depressing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Straight from Tensho, straight from White Crane, yeah? And also straight from Tai Chi. Etc. So if we're doing this drill again, you'll notice we're doing a figure 8 motion, and we'll cut in another attack now. Yeah, there. You'll notice it's figure 8 that I'm doing. There's a figure 8 motion. We're going 8, 8, 8, 8. Now if we think about it, we are learning to apply deflections or guards that actually work against our attack by using a figure 8 motion. So the punch might be coming in, and it might be coming in quite an angle. So I need to kind of know, I can't go that way. It can't be 90 degrees, okay? 90 degrees that way is just going to encourage it onto my face. I can't think of that. I have to think at an angle that's actually acting 3 dimensions. And so it is actually a figure 8. Figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8, figure 8. And of course I keep my rest of my guard up in reality, yeah? There, there. And I dare not kind of do hard and fast here without being fully prepared to accept it, because I am jolly well in range, okay? So you've got to be careful when you exercise this. There you are. That miss is as good as a mile. Watch again. Yeah? You don't want to risk it. You take it to where you need to, because you'll need that hand for that. And now it's there. There, there. Okay. When Andrew is executing the defenses with his guard, using these techniques, his whole concept isn't just to keep deflecting endlessly. And he might do 3 in a row, but there's always a goal of getting to a better position. He generally will do as few receptions, receiving techniques as possible. But let's assume the very worst, that there's 3. Let's say he's on 1, 2, 3. He's done it to get to the complete outside of it. If there are 3 fast attacks, it's not unreasonable. Smooth it that. Yeah, not unreasonable. The form builds that in, not because you have to do 3, because you might have to do 3. But the idea isn't, he might just have to do the very first one. Got it, yeah? If I am bad at what I'm doing, and I throw a technique that he just, that's it, it's the end of it. He doesn't have to do any more than that, and that's built into the movements, isn't it?